Now we talked about the different types of goals. So an outcome goal, a process goal, and a performance goal. So your outcome goal, the end product is what you want to achieve. So, you know, if you want to win a tournament, then that's your outcome goal. Your process goal is you set a process that you go through. That's like a pre-shot routine. It's you're focused on improving your techniques, your skills, develop the habits and strategies to get the outcome that you want. And then your performance goals. Your performance goals, you're identifying your personal best, the standards that you want for improving based on the practice and the and achieving those process goals that you go through. So a performance and a process goal should abide by all of those four aspects of setting a reachable goal. Okay, I'm gonna say that again. The process goal and the performance goal have to be positive, important to use, reachable, and specific. So make sure you go back and really listen to that, because that's going to help you when you're trying to take the test and understand those things. The outcome goal, sometimes the outcome is out of your control. So the other two are within your control. Sometimes the outcome is not in your control, because what if you're playing really, really good golf and somebody just happens to have the round of their life and they beat you by one shot? There's nothing you can do about that. You can't run out and tackle them. You can't stop them. So outcome goals sometimes is not in your control, but the performance and process goals, they follow those four steps of setting a reachable goal. Somebody lists something that is not under your control.
Winning 7 matches.
Say that again.
Winning a match.
Winning a match? Okay, that may not be under your control. What else? It's coming out of the sky right now.
The weather.
The weather. Nobody here can control the weather. Give me something else that's not under your control.
Yeah. Because of the ground.
Yeah, you could hit a 390-yard drive right down the middle and it end up in a divot. You can't control that. You can't run out there and whack the ball so it doesn't go in the divot. It's not under your control, so you just got to deal with it. Okay. What about how other people act? Can you control that? Oh.
Or how they play?
Yeah, you can't control those things. So when you go out there to play, regardless of who you're playing, regardless of how they're acting, you're controlling you. Don't let somebody else's anger and emotions affect how you play. Very important. You can't help how other people are going to act. You do the best you can, and you focus on your job and the process you need to go through to get better and shoot the best score possible. Really important on there. I'm going to go over this, and I want everybody to listen really good, because these are the most missed questions on the test for the golf portion. A chip, a pitch. You got to know the difference between those. A chip is a short, low shot that spends a lot of time rolling. A pitch is a high, soft shot, spends more time in the air and does not roll very far. A pitch spends more time in the air. Just like a baseball pitcher throws the ball through the air. That's how you're going to remember that. Okay? An approach shot is any shot that is meant to get the ball on the green. That could be a tee shot, a fairway shot, a bunker shot, a chip, a pitch. Those are all approach shots. Any shot meant to get the ball on green is an approach. So go back on the YouTube channel, First Tee Charlotte YouTube channel, and look at this and listen to what I just said, the difference between a chip, the pitch, and an approach, because those are the three most missed questions on the test, and I want you to get them right. Did I say they're the most missed questions? I think I did. Okay, so let's go on here. Okay, if you're holding up a group behind you because you're searching for lost balls, should you let that group play through because they're playing faster?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, you should. Okay. Now, when people go out and play golf and they hit these big high shots and they land on the putting green, it makes dents in the green. Those are called ball marks. So you get to the green, and a lot of, like out here on this golf course, you'll see it. Sometimes people don't fix those ball marks. So should you only fix your ball mark?
No.
No. You should fix your ball mark and at least one more. But when I go around the green, I try to fix as many as possible because I always want to leave the golf course better than I found it. Before making a stroke at a ball that is in a penalty area, you must not touch the ground with your club. True or false? So a penalty area is what used to be the water hazards. Now it's considered a penalty area. Are you allowed to touch the ground in a penalty area? The answer is yes. Okay, so make sure we get that one right. It used to be that you could not ground the club in a penalty area, but now you can. You're not allowed to ground the club in a bunker before you swing, but you can in the penalty area. Really important that you know that. So information or advice. You're not allowed to ask somebody what club they hit or how to hit a shot, but you can ask somebody about the rules of golf or how far a hole is, or if it dog legs right or dog legs left. Those are just like basic knowledge that you're allowed to ask somebody. You're just not allowed to ask what club somebody hit or how to play a shot. That would be advice on playing the game. Okay. Let me go down here real quick. See if there's anything else that you need to definitely know for this test. Once again, a short, low shot to the green, partly through the air, is a what?
Chip.
A short, low shot that is only a little in the air.
Chip.
Is that a
Chip.
chip? Right, that's a chip. All right, just making sure. Making sure. Oh, here's a good one. An unplayable ball. Who can deem your ball unplayable? You, your opponent, a referee. So an unplayable lie means there's no way that you can get the club on it, like tree roots. So a tree comes down and there's these roots and your ball's sitting down in there and there's no way you can hit it. So if you say that ball is unplayable, you've got a couple different things that you can do. You can go 2 club lengths to the side, or you can keep that spot between you and the hole and go back as far as you want, or you can go back and replay the shot from where you last hit it. So, but who can tell you that your ball is unplayable?
The opponent.
Okay, so how about this? You get penalized every single time you have an unplayable lie. So if I'm your opponent and you hit the ball 350 yards down the middle and I go, oh, that's unplayable, and now you have to take a penalty shot, would that be fair?
No.
No.
You decide.
Only you can decide that the ball is unplayable. Very important. The rules official can't tell you it's unplayable, because what if somebody slipped the rules official money to say that your ball was unplayable all day long? That wouldn't be good, and that's not, being honest. That's not being a first tee person. So just make sure that you know that. Only you can deem it unplayable. The spot, here's one that gets deep. The spot where the ball comes to rest. So you hit that drive, big long drive right down the middle. Where that ball ends up is called its what?
The lie.
The lie. So that's where the ball lies. It lies on the green right there. Okay, so once again, you've got to come in. You got to do putting up and down. So you're going to chip the ball up on the green and put the ball in the hole. You have to do an approach shot. You have to hit 6 approach shots, and 3 of those 6 shots have to end up in the appropriate area. You have to hit 6 drives, and 3 of those drives have to end up in a fairway area, and you got to pass your test. Does anybody have any questions on that? Anything that you've taken in the past and passed, you don't have to retake. No questions? Okay, so like I said, go to that YouTube, review what we talked about if you're going to come in and take the test. That way you're going to come in, knock it out, do great on that written test, and we can be over and done with this whole thing, and then hopefully be moving on to the next level if you're old enough. If not, then stay at the birdie level. It's totally fine. There's no rush to get through all this stuff way ahead of time because you can't become an ace level participant until you're 14. So just take your time, enjoy it, enjoy the process of learning and getting better at this because it's a long process. It's a journey that takes an entire lifetime. I've been playing this game for 31 years now. That's a long time. 31 years. Holy cow. I'm 46 years old. So I basically started when I was 15 and been playing ever since. So it's a lifelong sport that you get a lot of joy out of. Yeah, there's some frustrations in it, but that's part of it. So no questions. Any questions? All right. Well, once again, to reiterate what Daniel said, thank you guys so much for showing up here, being part of this class. I know it hadn't been the easiest thing in the world, but we appreciate you coming on. We appreciate you supporting us by showing up every week and showing that you want to get better, not only as people, but as golfers. I hope some of the tips that I've given you and some of the games that you can play help you. I hope you become better players and stuff like that, but we still got a long journey to go in this game. But thank you so much for coming on here every week. And I look forward to hopefully seeing you next week. If not next week, I hope to see you this summer. If I don't see you this summer, worst case scenario, I hope I get to see you in the fall.